I swear I saw a lady in red upon the beach, but everyone laughs and says I'll see mermaids next.
Rawr! That is, how can I...
I'm telling you, a necromancer... This town has seen better days. But despite it all, we'll always...
Watch out! I smell...
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have. Like our noble Captain Aurea. Which one? I've written, Esmeralda, more works of lyrical mastery than I can count. All that letter...
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these...
Borrow, indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repay.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear. I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times. So what do you think?
Everyone needs a hand now.
True enough.
That's the spirit!
Sir, did you just steal that fish?
No, I paid for it. The merchant just...
You were a...
This man is telling the truth. He paid for...
Quite so.
I can't thank you enough.
Well, sorry to have...
Sorry, but I haven't the time for chatter. These days are moments... The dead are on the prowl, the council has been murdered, and...
Tomatoes.
Well, what sort of arrows?
Oh, hello, love. Now...
Zombie problem.
What are ye staring at? Some poor chaps lost their ship and want some work. Just send him to me, and tell Captain Jack's the name, though the title may be a little generous. Those scallywags are there be silver in the laculum.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Fresh habit! Perfect for fire!
I'll figure out who
I've spotted...
I give milk. I give wool.
Don't disturb, master.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? Yes. If she's in the other room as we speak, perhaps you can prevail upon... She's gotten hold of a sheikling. Utter rubbish, I say. But for these blasted undead... Sorry, but there isn't... The world belongs to the young, they say, and... Boris, certainly, what would you like to...
The counsellor,
From what I've implied...
I declare...
Thank you. Thank you eternally for your help. That strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone.
She'll realise soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities.
One man's trash is another man's trash.
Soon the corpse's troubled mind can't have gone far. I know it's here somewhere. I don't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir. Tools wormwood.
Hello again. I've a pa-
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or a sad story, that? Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentiment... I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable
The death man is nervous as a squirrel. I'm certain he's hiding something.
So, what's the bad news? This here's my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life.
I've got my eyes on the prize. Looks like the mortician is rather suspicious about Jake.
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
Dear me. How the coast reminds me of my long-fled youth. I sailed the seas. Oh, how nice it is of you. The very picture of youth, to break the monotony of an elder's day. Wild away on this... Pray, let me be forward with you. Oh, sapling rose, oh, leaf of spring. You would listen to my grievances, guide me towards untroubled realms. Oh, you are truly a wonder. Oh, budding flower of the morn. Yet, that which I would tell you is of hot spiced wine, and a snug little room awaits us on the King Crab's first floor. Let us go there, so that we can warm our bones. yet make shiver our hearts.
I don't have the right tool for digging.
So many dead civilians. It's an honor to visit the farm.
Hey, wow! I was wondering where that awesome sweaty... I'm Murphy, Jake's dog. Wow, you smell great! Have you been rolling around on dead things all day? That's my favourite hobby too. You know who I miss? Jake. Sometimes he'd just sit there being awesome. And I'd give him this look like, you smell great. I came here so I could smell Jake again. He smelled great. But whatever's buried there doesn't smell like Jake at all. No, it's definitely not Jake. He was awesome. If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome Jake who ever jaked, I'll...
I don't have the right tool for digging.
Peace be with you, traveller. I once lived a prosperous life. With Loney never recovered from the loss. And when a group of mercenaries, predators, she were killed less than a week after she joined. Here she lies. And here I stand, mourning the death of my last joy.
In memory of Loney,
May the
death
seven
lies on
keep
her
you.
like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field.
Rest in peace, darling.
Did it sprout legs and run away?
May the seven keep you.
Those bony brutes will never make it inside these walls. Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
So, what this heat sads, what about...
The death man is nervous as a squirrel. I'm certain he's hiding something.
She said it, not me.
Looks like the mortician...
Treasure!
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus...
So, what's the bad news? How do you... Ah, the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open. Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined. Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and oh, can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble. And I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary. And there was something about it seemed she could barely contain her thoughts, that there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old I never saw a widow less distraught at the... It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched. Lured me outside claiming she needed air before discussing the funeral arrangement. That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it. You know, I reckon Bertia really didn't get a fair shake in all.
I feel cold inside my soul. The bane of age, the crux of years. Oh, I am cured hot.
Hey, you know, I came here.
Keep
Into
you.
the fallen.
But
Peace be
with I want Lord she would
join the grass to become food for the trees and flowers. What could be more peaceful?
Look here. Even a sage and author as renowned as I is flattered when more... Oh, I've written so many celebrated treatises, but of course you have read and revered the philosophy of death. The diamond, there isn't a civilized soul alive that hasn't perused its profound pages percolating with perspicacity. Alas, you can, and indeed you must. But alas, I was not buried with a printed version of that blue... As if I need introduction. Do you truly feel you are ready to prove that you have read and under... Your refusal speaks...
How could that happen?
Here lies David, who
Rest in
ran
peace,
from the
my
Reaper.
darling Jake.
You'll never catch me alive.
I must shake this disease!
Where are you, Jake?
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's
May the
corpse.
seven keep
It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
I smell... rotten lamb chops.
May the seven keep you.
I smell... rotten lamb chops.
Rest in peace, darling. Back from there, savage! I'll not let you disturb my daughter's peace!
Where are you, Dick? Are you playing without me?
Peace be with you, traveller. Rest in peace, darling.
Here lies Helen, killed by an enraged zombie. I'm sure we can talk this out.
Rest in peace, darling. Rest in peace, darling.
Rather like a lightning rod, aren't you?
You don't have a leg to stand on.
By the heart of the gods of frost!
May the seven keep you.
Where are you, Dick? Are you
Here lies Neil, killed in the line of duty, warrior prince to go home.
Rest in peace, darling.
Here lies Kimberly, finally.
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Siseal's ramparts.
Beating like a chick.
Greetings. No mu-
You again. Come to shift.
For our Legion troops, Riverland's finest work up mighty fine appetite serving the seven.
Back so soon? Can't say I'm
Back so soon?
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer? My elf? What elf? Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Sicil, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades. What? Oh, you mean Sicil? Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of Jake, and by source magic no less, weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Sicil. And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought. A weapon... What now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish. Ah, you mean the Staff of Pergamon. Yes, yes. I was expecting a shipment of... Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has got... His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter. A merchant ship still docked at the site. The staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. Jake, murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed. I could hardly believe it. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit, suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows. An all-right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of... Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with you. Ah, you see, when a lady and a fellow fight... Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years, those blasted skeletons... That depends. Ah, the library. Yes, yes, you must have a visit. It's the gem of Sicil. Marvelous.
I knew that dark-dealing old man dabbled in source. To the gallows, I say.
The gallows? Well, I've heard of such a thing, but I've never seen one myself. I don't think I care to either.
There must be some way to open this.
Oh, golly gosh. One who flaunts the highways and byways of silly old Sicil. But where are my manners? I am Maxine. I'm the mayor's cat, don't you know? Born and raised on velvets and... Oh, he's a darling old Tom, isn't he? Paws over tails at the risk of sounding as shallow as a spaniel. I can't but admit my love does not come unconditionally. What if we were to have kittens? Oh, dear Sam, he's such a good old bean. But he does rather reside at the bottom of the scratching pole, doesn't he? And dear me, one must have at least a month. But of course, darling, heavens forbid. No, fear is rather too strong a term there, Hunter dearest. Oh, this quaint little town is a tad too parochial for one of my more urbane tastes.
What? Oh, yes. This library is the jewel in Sicil's crown. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine. Yes. Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of... What? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way back downstairs.
Omnes autem mali daemonis quam.
What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings?
Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken. For you hardly resemble... No. A source hunter. That is what you are. Yes, a stalker of sorcery. A chaser of charm. I would tell you my reasons, but it seems rather pointless to do so, seeing that quite clearly there... Demonology for
Volume
dumbbells.
1, Volume 2.
I need
Where's
something
the
more
third
advanced.
one gone?
The Pseudomonarchia
Sometimes I think
Daemonum.
these books
The
sprout little
first
legs in the
edition
night.
too. Most promising. The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition too.
The knight in
Most
see-through
promising.
armor. Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Ständigen. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more advanced. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart. The Source Hunter. Have you come to your sense? I would...
The knight in see-through armor. Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Ständigen. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? In the name of Amun-Hur, I bid thee Tujda Geta Hal. I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amun-Hur, he raised me like I was his own. This kindest of souls taught me the language of... Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hoard is yours to...
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras.
Place this
What
book here.
nonsense.
A volume
Is
of
there no
poetry
new
among
book to be
novels?
discovered in this
Rack.
library?
Mayhem.
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more advanced. The Encyclopedia Daemonium.
Place this book here.
I know it
A volume
by
of
heart.
poetry among novels? Rack. Mayhem. Who placed this book here?
Welcome back, Source Hunters. I've been eagerly expecting you. You found another starstone, haven't you? Go on, go on. Ask me how I know.
Is there no new book to be discovered in this library? The Lesser Key of Sadakandras.
Volume
What
1,
nonsense.
Volume 2.
The Pseudomonarchia
Where's the third one
Daemonum.
gone?
And the first edition too.
Sometimes
Most
I think
promising.
these books sprout little legs in the night.
I am on the trail, Source Hunter. Fine, my friend, but I will stay far away from the scritch one.
The brief history of sorcery still hasn't
Demonology
been
for
returned.
dumbbells.
Teleron will have to pay yet another
I need
fine.
something more advanced. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition too. Most promising.
Volume 1, Volume 2. Where's the third one gone? Shatsu. In the name when I the fisher, he raised me in Tujageta.
I'm looking for the source wise now. I hate. This is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. On one condition. That on our joint travels we will never...
The knight in
Very well. There will be no deals with demons.
Agreed.
Most gratifying. I see you are firm of purpose and thereby ready to descend. Descend into the madness that is sorcery.
Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Rack. What mayhem. Kejdenor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine. Volume 1, Volume 2. But where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night. We'll have none of that, do you hear? Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem! Hasn't she? The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Stenteken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Volume 1, Volume 2. But where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night. The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Stenteken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Stenteken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Kejdenor. The brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
Welcome back, Source Hunters. I've been eager. Ha! Mere child's play when you know what to look for. It's happened again, my friend, and it's all connected somehow. You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it. No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal I sent, but this is only speculation, of course. Come.
might I serve our mission?
I wonder who awaits you in the next...
What an impressive room.
So it is. A hall fit for kings.
You. It cannot be you. But it can only... But oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. That it has come to this.
He won't believe me, the fiend.
Daemon Daemonium. May they be pertinent, Hunter. I am not from any place anymore. I remember them well, the sandstone castles. Hued like... Yes, I can see them still. Though when I try to for 1,000 reasons. And for one, especially one. There's 2. Their machinations 3. 4. Their 5. Their presence distorts all intrinsic harmony. Hunter, I could find you cross-dressed under the spell of a dominant goblin, yet when next we'd meet there'd be no question. Good.
Well, wouldn't you look fine with a strapping warrior at your side? Of course, Chief. But maybe you ought to get rid of some of your...
What's this? I found something.
What's that gleam?
Who do you think that creature in there was?
I haven't the foggiest. But the eerie bit is that she seemed to know us.
I wonder. Good to see you on the shelter plane. Oh, most certainly. Ah, yes, the Hall of Heroes. I can't think of a better place to gather new heroes should you come across such. Like you, she is a mystery. But like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot! A question has just come, milady.
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
How intolerable it is to think that all the knowledge of the world is and yet I am a tad jealous of that jabbering little jester. To know you'll rue the day you lend your trust to anything that is demon-touched. Let us learn, Hunter, whether you like.
Unknown to all time, are you? I'll tell you who you are. Source hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out if it's true, comrade. And that's a pretty hefty if. Then again, if what he says is true and he... Imagine. Sorry, Zack 6, I haven't fixed your space carpet. If you could...
Salutations! Source hunters, eh?
Nothing to report, sir.
You'll never have anything to report.
Isn't that a good thing?
Is that why we never sailed shores? Here? Inside? Star for what now? No. What a youthful gore.
A sauce? Here, now that you mention it, I noticed Demar, a fellow merchant travelling with us, carrying a sealed box off the ship during the attack. Well, sure, I saw him slip off the ship, but I haven't a clue.
Youthful gore. That loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid shores? Here? Inside seal? Don't know much about him myself, except that Ian was too busy.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you in? What? That weasel has it for sure. But I'll tell you this. I'm sure he'll make a run for it, probably by boat. I'd look for him on an out-of-sight beach someplace. Aye, that Cecil's worse than a rooster. Crop! For my part, I haven't a clue where it wouldn't hurt to ask some of my men. Those orcs, name's
He's that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Have you found us a job yet? We'll take it. So, any lead? So a captain's offering booze and brass for a bit of
And don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the
with new situations.
Each sifting grain of sand in the hourglass is another warning. Act now or open the doors to death.
Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
Well, you see, the gold and silver planets of Square Basket suggest a
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows. Denson dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots. Well, what sort of arrow?
Make her worthy.
Hello again. Terribly sorry, Source Hunter, but I seem to be fresh out of priceless relic. Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever... I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
Not here, not now. We'll be better off. You know the healer's clinic, don't you? Oh, what's his name? Theliron. Yes, behind Theliron's house of healing, along the cliffs, you'll find Reginald's sparse little... He keeps us... Not here, not now. It won't...
Alright. Time to that charlatan!
Alright.
Setting show is a doozy.
Tis I, Reginald the Illusionist.
Liberté!
How can the Legion... You don't look like... I sincerely hope... The Legion stands at the... Be vigilant.
I need to dry off.
Something toxic courses through my veins.
Please assist me! Friends! Hold! Our enemies have laid a trap.
Seven grant abundance.
Interesting devices, these pygmies among pyramids. They may be small of stature, but you do well to treat them with the utmost care. Perhaps it would even be for the best if you sling them into the reaches of infinity that surround the shelter plane. So we shall. Always remember, Hunter, always. The very moment you are certain you have them in your grip. Dueling with demons is like playing chess against an opponent with queens. Fading first.
My life is ebbing away.
Sweet relief.
Please assist
I
me,
see a trap
friends!
nearby.
Bless the seven, I am restored.
You do very much.
What's that gleam?
Bless the seven, I am restored.
Sweet relief.
Careful now, that's a trap.
As good as a new penny.
Too far to lose to such foes.
Pass on the power.
Still thinking about exploring the beach? You can see security. We can only hope. You don't look like you're... I said...
Look alive, my good man. This gate will be short work for a well-equipped contingent of orcs.
Brutes will never make it inside these walls. Heat. Good luck out there, Hunter.
Excellent.
Evil lurks beyond the
pours,
seal's
eh?
ramparts.
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
Sodden all the way to my boot soles!
time of your death is at hand.
The higher I throw, the harder the fall.
Mercy me. It walks, but it's not dead. I wasn't entirely certain I'd ever meet anyone any more fitting that description. The name's Wolfram, and it's a delight to make your acquaintance. Good to see, by the by, you don't belong to the Legion. 10 of their number accompanied me on, if not that I reckon my chances any higher, though, especially with that vicious undead mutt prowling the grounds around this here. I'm an archaeologist and connoisseur of the undead. Because of my expertise, Lieutenant Selenia, a commander of the Legion, and quite so. I live for the dead, so to speak. The combination of archaeology and a case of incident zombies are the results of vile necromancy in action. Among the resurrected dead, there are those who used to be... Should you encounter these menaces, always try to pick them off from afar. Don't... These ones in particular, the ones around Sicile, are the resurrected soldiers of Brachus, the last and most infamous in the line of sorcerer kings. He himself is supposed to be buried. Be that as it may, Brachus's soldiers stalk these lands anew, and they still fight like veterans. I told... Oh, and don't be surprised if the dead use an unusual amount of magic against. I'll never make it back to Sicile alone. Marvelous. My... Please, crush these fiends before they crush me! Weapons, shields, heads, hearts!
Eternal silence awaits you!
Take that, you undead vermin!
Tingling in my fingers to the twitching of your corpse.
I've one foot in the grave here! Help me! Please, crush these fiends before they
Face the unending darkness.
Public telling. You did it! We made it! Oh, cheers for escorting.
May I remind you that saving the lives of simpletons isn't worth an iota of our time. There are demons out there. Nothing else matters.